everyone, welcome to our channel, Rebecca, Stu, and the crew. I'm Rebecca, and today we have some DIY projects for you. But before we get started with the supplies, I just wanted to apologize that the video is going out late today. We had an ice storm in Dallas, and with everything going on at my home with my kids' birthdays, some power outages and things, the video is going up kind of late, so I apologize for that. So let's get started. The supplies we're going to need are a stretched canvas from the Dollar Tree, also a printed canvas. I'm just going to need the frame for that, and a clear glass picture frame. Also some wall creation stickers, or you can use some seasonal window clings or vinyl cuts if you have one of those machines. Also some alphabet stickers would work, the Dollar Tree vinyl, and some of their clear plastic report covers. If you can't find those, some transparencies will work. Also some mini scrapers, a paper towel, and some glass cleaner. We're also going to need some coordinating paint, and I'm going to use some wood stain. This is optional. I found these at the Dollar Tree. We will need paint brushes or sponge brushes. Also some floral, which is optional. Some window cling squeegees for the paint. Some ribbon, which is also optional, hot glue, and some scissors, and you could use a stapler. So let's get crafty. So the first thing we're going to do for our first project, this one is so easy. We're just going to take this Dollar Tree picture that says aim to inspire with some paint on the back. One of those Dollar Tree scrapers, they come forward to a pack, and we're just going to simply scrape the paint off the back. Some people use nail polish remover. I find scraping it off with the scraper a lot quicker, so I like to do it that way. Just be careful you don't scratch the glass. Then clean off both sides with some window cleaner just to make sure that you don't have any oily fingerprints left behind, because it will stop the paint from sticking to the glass. So now we're going to use either some stickers, some wall creation stickers, or some vinyl to make some kind of a picture that you want to use on your frame. I'm going to use this double gold heart cutout that I used with my cutting machine. It is Dollar Tree vinyl, and I also cut out these two little words that say you and me to make a Valentine's Day picture. So we just stick that to the front, and then we're going to take our picture frame and just flip that upside down. And now taking a sponge brush and some acrylic paint, we are simply going to paint over top of anywhere where we can see that sticker or vinyl decal that's on the front. Now, the trick here is you want to be able to see some of the clear glass around the outside, like a border, and you don't want to see through the paint. So you want to kind of paint it kind of thick, make sure it's on thick enough that you don't see through it. But if it seems like it's streaking too much or keeps lifting up the paint, you can do 2 different coats. Just let them dry between each coat, and that should help. So we set that aside to dry. Once it's completely dry, that's it. This one is completely done. It's so simple. And now we'll start project number 2. This one's a little bit different. We're going to use the stretched canvas from Dollar Tree, but we're not going to take it off of the frame just yet. We're going to need one of these squeegees, also from Dollar Tree, and then some coordinating paint. I'm going to add small dime-sized dots of paint that coordinate with each other, and just drop those on the canvas kind of in a zigzag pattern, making sure I separate the colors enough and I don't put colors too close together that could mix together and create a color that's not too appealing. So just kind of be mindful of that. So I added some moss green, some light pink, some off-white, and very light gray. And you want to make sure you have enough paint that you can get the whole canvas painted in about 2 passes, because you don't want to blend the colors too much. So we're just going to take that squeegee and drag it down the canvas almost to the end, and then I just simply turn it around, and then I go right up to that top edge and squeegee back down the opposite direction. Just make sure you have something underneath of your canvas so you can scrape off the excess paint right to the bottom edge there, and it'll catch any drips. You don't ruin your table. So 2 or 3 passes is really all you want to do, and then you're going to let this dry. Now that it's mostly dry, I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver to remove the staples. You just want to stick that screwdriver underneath the staple and kind of wiggle until you lift it up just a tad. Then stick it right under the staple and lift up just the one corner. These are really big staples. They're kind of in there pretty far. So once you get that one end lifted out, just grab it with your scissors and pull the staples. A lot of people just cut around the canvas with a razor blade and leave this on the back. I like to pull it completely off when I'm doing a reverse canvas picture. Now this is just a tad wet, so I'm going to let that finish drying. And while it's drying, we are going to start staining our picture frame. So I just have this gel frame from the Dollar Tree. They had a whole bunch of this a few months ago. They had it probably for about 2 or 3 months over the summer. They just kept restocking it. So I picked up a few different colors. And all I'm going to do is brush on a little bit around this top edge and then take a damp cloth or a paper towel and rub in the stain all around the top, the edge, the outer edge there, and then the inside edge. Now you can stain the back, but it's not necessary. It just really depends on if you want to stain it or not. Now that we have both of the canvas and the frame done, we're just going to let them dry until we know they're completely dry and won't be, rubbing off on each other. Then just take your frame, lay it on top of your canvas, and then trace around it with a pencil if you like, though it's not necessary. But you do need to find the center of your canvas, so just fold that in half and mark the middle with a pencil. Once that's done, you can take whichever vinyl decals or stickers or wall creation stickers you like and start layering that onto your canvas. So I used the Dollar Tree vinyl that was the rose gold to make like a zigzag cutout. And then I did the double gold hearts for this one as well. And then I just used the black vinyl that they have. This one, the one that says love is not the glitter, though they do sell it in black glitter as well. So I just layer all of the pieces. And you do want to make sure your canvas is completely dry for this part. Then just add some hot glue to the bottom of your frame and stick it right on top of your canvas. Once that's stuck down, you just want to trim off the excess canvas. And that's it. This one is also done. So these are the first two. And now for our third picture. So this one I'm going to be using the clear transparency sheets, which just come from an old report cover. I just cut that plastic strip off the end and I was able to get 2 8.5 by 11 sheets. If you can't find those, you can use transparency foam. They sell it at Walmart. So taking this sheet here and these wall creation sticker, the gold leaves here, we're going to make a vertical picture with these. We're just going to simply slowly add these gold leaves on. You want to go kind of slow and just put a little bit of the sticker down at a time because you don't want bubbles to form. And then at the very top, I wanted this to kind of hang off the sides. So I actually flipped it upside down so it wouldn't grab hold of the vinyl before I could stick it down. And then I trimmed off the excess from the sides. You can do it that way as well. And I took the cut off pieces and I just added that to the opposite side. So I had enough leaves kind of all throughout and evenly spaced. Now you can use those alphabet stickers or something to write words on the front. I just used the black Dollar Tree vinyl and I cut out the words happiness blooms from within, and I'm going to layer this on top of the gold leaves. And now we can paint the back, but first we're going to take this 8x8 pre-printed canvas. We're going to remove the canvas. I just want the frame. I really wanted the size of it. Which is why I'm using this one. It's already painted white around the edge, so that was my deciding factor in what color to paint the rest of the frame, and I went ahead and just finished painting it white. And again, I just did this top portion, the inside edge, and since the outside was already white, I didn't have to paint that. Once it's dry, just set your frame right on top of your picture and then mark the top and the bottom with a coordinating color so it doesn't stand out. And then you're just going to trim the excess off with a pair of scissors. Then take your frame and lay it painted side down and then lay your clear sheet on top. And you can either glue this on or you can staple it on. I don't know if it will melt depending on how hot your glue gun is. It may melt. And this crackle effect was from using a hairdryer. It gives it kind of a vintage look. So that's number 3. And now for our fourth picture, we're going to use the stretched canvas, but just the frame portion. We're going to use the back half of that report cover and this wall creation sticker. It's a wreath that says welcome in silver, and it's got the green and pink flowers. It's so pretty. So it comes in 2 pieces. You have to put it on. And and kind of line it up. So it's a little bit more difficult to work with, but then just flip that over, paint the back. This one was a little bit hard to get in an 8x10 frame just because the wreath itself was so big. So I didn't have a lot of clear glass around it all that much. So I ended up painting that pink. But again, we just glue the frame on and we just trim that excess vinyl off of the top. And you can either glue that on or you can staple it like we did the last one. I chose to staple it. I painted the rest of that backing pink and added some flowers and a bow to the corner. And here are all 4 of our pictures. They are so easy to do. I love the springtime look. It makes a really pretty wall display. I hope you enjoyed learning how to use the vinyl and the wall creation stickers in a different way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I apologize this video went out late. Again, we post DIY videos every single Thursday. Here's a few of the items that we have made. And then every Friday, we post what's new at the Dollar Tree. I go to about 5 stores each week, combine all of the pictures into one video, and post those every Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And here are a few of those videos from our channel you might also enjoy. Have a great night, everyone.